What's happening, YouTube? Where we at today, man? Or should I say tonight in these YouTube streets? Y'all see, I've been making a couple of drops today, man. And I just want to welcome everybody. If you just tuning in to the channel, I appreciate you tuning in and tapping in. And for all my leaders that's been subscribing to the channel, that's subscribed to the channel, I appreciate y'all. I'm still on this mission to get these 1,000 subscribers ASAP. I'm a rookie to this game, and I need everybody's support, on the channel, so I can turn the channel up, because I'm really trying to turn the channel up. I be speaking on things, and I hope don't nobody take it personal most of the time with my opinions, because they just my opinions. I ain't in the streets no more. And I ain't gonna bust a grape, but excuse me if it may get a little, little words may get a little touchy here and there, but that's just out of habit. You get what I'm saying? But I try to say what I say without coming off, real disrespectful on anybody that I'm speaking on. So this ain't no Charleston White type jump off. You get what I'm saying? This just be the OG perspective on what I'm seeing on this internet. So with all that being said, man, y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, y'all tell a friend, and let's get right to it tonight, man. I had to tap back in because I just seen this breaking news on the internet with Cash Money Turk. It seems that they done took Turk from off one of the tours. So from my understanding, they got two tours going on right now. One of them is a Cash Money tour, and one of them is a Live Nation tour. So I guess the Live Nation tour is the big boy tour. But with all that being said, Turk his manager, which is his wife, they just made a drop speaking on some situations, man, that I'm gonna speak on. Y'all check this shit out.
Or because of dope shows. Again, this is not verbatim, but I do have this email to read off, saying that because Turk is a risk, and because he and BG had exchanged words on the internet weeks ago, and if we go from the beginning of Turks and BG's exchange, this started about 1 or 2 years ago, or at least a year ago, last year. And mind you, since then, so many successful shows have played. Saying that because of that, we have to terminate his contract. I don't know who else has received this email. I don't know if it was just because of Turk or what. But we are here to inform you guys that this is a retaliatory act. Our attorneys are on board, or because of dope shows. Again, this is not verbatim, but I do have this email to read off, saying that because Turk is a risk, and because he and BG had exchanged words on the internet weeks ago, and if we go from the beginning of Turks and BG's exchange, this started about 1 or 2 years ago, or at least a year ago, last year. And mind you, since then, so many successful shows have played. Saying that because
so there
of that,
you have it, right?
we have to terminate his contract. I don't know who else has received this email. I don't know if it was just because of Turk or what.
Tickets, I guess,
but we are here to inform you guys.
So it wasn't enough tickets sold.
This is a retaliatory act
for them to pay him.
Our
what
attorneys
they agreed
are
to pay
on
him.
board.
But from what they saying right here, it was issued out to everybody, which that shit sound crazy to me, because Turk been on here ever since the tour started. A lot of people don't like the fact that Turk been on here popping his shit. You get what I'm saying? And I can agree, he been getting a little bow-legged, right? But it ain't no wrong in that itself. But what it's showing, sometimes you can do a little too much before stuff really settle in. You still got to humble yourself a little bit and just chill. You get what I'm saying? Because people do things, most of the time money is the motivation. So they fuck with Turk simply because they needed to fuck with Turk. If you want to capitalize, to the fullest of the situation, no matter what beef you got with Turk, he is an original hot boy and he's a factor in the group. So a lot of them boys in the Cash Money probably don't agree with how Turk handles shit and his mindset and how he go about things, right? But for the bag to come properly, they needed Turk, right? So check this out, right? So since they needed Turk, they say, fuck it. We gonna do what's right to benefit the situation to the best of our ability. So we gonna pull Turk in on the tour, on the Cash Money tour, right? Now, Turk get that little money and Turk get a little bow-legged. But me personally, in my opinion, I don't feel like Turk was really doing nothing wrong. You follow me? He got money now. Basically, that's what he said. He got money now. So he's shitting on the people a little bit. Everybody that, ain't want to see that happen for him. And he went and caught some jewels. And you can see his demeanor changing. That's what money do to a lot of dudes. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's in the slightest way, you going to see a little change in dudes. They might talk with their chest out a little more. And a lot of people don't like that. But a lot of that, what he been doing, I think it was to be expected. And I think them Cash Money boys, man, they really like getting exposed for being some real sensitive dudes. You get what I'm saying? And if I was a young dude looking at this with a young dude frame of mind, a YN frame of mind, like how we used to be back in the days when you was younger, I bought into dudes' persona as artists. So I thought, these dudes really got to be like this if they speaking like this and making money portraying this image. But as you get older, it ain't nothing farther from the truth. So nowadays, I listen to dudes' music. I listen to these niggas' music, and I take it for what it is, entertainment. Because a lot of these dudes ain't built like that, period. So a lot of some great dudes, rappers that we like, a lot of these dudes marks, man. And it is what it is. In real life, these niggas marks. It is what it is, right? And in this case, it seemed like all the Cash Money dudes, man, they're exposing themselves, like I said, to be some real sensitive dudes. Because I feel like they shouldn't have took the kid off the tour. Now they trying to take him all the way off the tour, off both of them, right? But the shit got me tripping is how Turk looking. Y'all seen how he looking while his wife talking? He looking like a sick puppy. Nah, nigga, stick your chest out. You get what I'm saying? Cause this part of what come with that. These dudes really ain't rocking with you like that. No way. So you should have had enough sense. Go on, get your money. Don't do too much. Get your money and get up out of there. But he been stirring up some shit, and not on no serious tip, but he been stirring up shit, promoting his album and saying he this and that. He been running his mouth, and he been running it now with a little check behind it. So the demeanor done changed, and that shit irking a lot of people. So basically, he done played himself. From my opinion, he done played himself because he played his cards wrong. He still should have humbled himself because you wasn't in the clear. You know deep down these niggas don't fuck with you. So you should have, played your hand properly and got your bag and then got on your shit. You get what I'm saying? But he jumped the gun. So sometimes, man, you can overplay your hand. Even though it looked like you got a royal flush in your hand, you still have to play that hand properly, man. And that's the moral of this story, because they didn't really want his ass on that tour. No way. But business-wise, when they thought about it, hey, go ahead and pull that fool in, and therefore we can show enough secure the bag. That's what they was on. And he ain't realized that, and he got a little bit too big for his britches, and he brung the haters, he brung a lot of attention, and niggas was praying on his downfall, because like he said, I got money now. So, with that being said, man, Turk really put his foot in his mouth. Sometimes you got to know when to start rapping so much. Even when you done got it, when you done got in the dough, don't go back to thinking you like, sure enough, kicked the dough in and they had to bow down. No, they just was, thinking business-wise. But you already know them dudes don't fuck with you. So, this all his fault that he being kicked off these shows. Dude, is it right? No, it ain't right. Because them niggas exposing themselves that they not right. They ain't built like that. They some sensitive ass niggas. And that's what it is. They making the whole Cash Money look like some sensitive mark ass niggas. You get what I'm saying? Because really, y'all boys ain't supposed to be going through the shit y'all going through. So you can tell it's always been some funny style type shit. Like these niggas, all of them, pretty much what they're exposing themselves to be is everybody got some funny style ways. That's what it's looking like to the OG, man. And right now, Turk done really played himself right now. So we gonna sit back and we gonna see how this shit turn out for the original Hot Boy Turk, man. What y'all think? Y'all think he gonna be able to bounce back to the tour? Y'all think this shit gonna smooth itself out? Because me personally, I think they tried to offer him the less money because they know he wasn't gonna take that money. They already know that. So, if I was him, it depends on how much. I wouldn't have did the shit for no $1,500. I wouldn't have did it for no $5,000. But if it was 10, nah, fuck it. If it was 20 or better, because he original Hot Boy. If it was 20 or better, I probably would have did that shit anyway. You get what I'm saying? Because the money is going to take him to sue, because he going to have to sue them. So you done stopped up a little bag. So basically, I just would have got the little bag and played the game how it go. Maybe. It depends, like I said, on how much. But if it was anything up under 20 a show, I probably wouldn't have did it. But like I said, I feel like they told him that number because they shot him a number that they knew he wasn't going to take. That's what I believe. So they knew he wasn't. So basically, they made him bow out. So that give them a little ammunition for the lawsuit if the nigga was to sue. So basically, they was call themselves out thinking his ass. They kind of knew, oh, this nigga ain't gonna take this right here. So when he don't take that deal, it ain't like we just kicked his ass off the tour. We offered him this, and he ain't take it. But everybody else was straight. Because I bet if this shit go to court, they gonna say that everybody else was in line and he was the only nigga that wasn't in line. But the thing about it though, Y'all heard him say, basically, BG, the problem why they took him off the tour is because what him and BG going through right now, right? And BG my main man, man. Out of all the hot boys, BG my main man, but he got me shaking my head though, cause BG looked like, it looked like he on some hoe shit, man. To be real, it looked like BG on some hoe shit. And it is what it is, cause they say they got evidence stating, cause him and Turk going through some shit, oh, we gonna get that nigga took off the tour. And BG, if you did that whole ass shit, a nigga got to take your gangster card straight like that. If you really push to get this man off the tour, that's some whole shit. And your street credibility, your ghetto pass done been snatched because you on some whole shit. If you really did that type of shit and had Turk took off that show. And matter of fact, that go for all the hot boys. But now that I'm thinking about it, right? It shouldn't be no motherfucking hot boy tour without Ziggly Wiggly. No motherfucking way. The big guns. Because he the one had that shit showing up popping. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Ziggly Wiggly did to Birdman. Because Birdman seemed like he was a real sensitive ass nigga. And I ain't never seen no sensitive gangsters like this here, man. Because all these niggas supposedly growed up in the same hood, right? And they ain't even got Ziggly to let him get no paper from off the Cash Money reunion. Because them skits what Ziggly was putting down was legendary. Them about the only skits that I can listen to that was ever put on an album. Them Ziggly Wiggly skits. Big toilet paper. All y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the Big Chief toilet paper. Ziggly was a motherfucker. So how in the fuck they did that tour even without him? So that shit is that shit foul in itself. So that Cash Money shit, man, they making the legacy look fucked up right now. All them boys looking suspect, because if Turk got you niggas in your feelings like this here, man, that shit just, in my opinion, that shit got y'all looking like, that shit got y'all doing whole shit. You get what I'm saying? So when you got them emotions, take your emotions out this shit, man. Everybody supposed to be men. Take your emotions out this shit and get to the bag, man. That's what y'all supposed to be doing, man. That's why I say the OGs, man, every time I look around, y'all letting a nigga down, man. What happened? Niggas growing old and turning, into real fuck niggas. And niggas, how you get old and go to adapting fuck nigga ways as you evolve in life and you was started out doing real shit. That shit be confusing to me, man. And him and BG with this back and forth shit, man, I don't know. They should have kept that shit player, man. But y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit. Y'all think Hot Boy Turk gonna get back on the tour? Y'all think they gonna smooth this shit out? Or y'all think this shit finna set the tone that it's on now and it ain't no coming back? This the last of the Cash Money tour, man. Y'all get in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. I just had to tap in right quick. Like I say, I'm gonna try to drop more content. And when I get to them 1,000 subscribers, man, I'm gonna really get into my bag. Cause right now I just be jumping on here freestyling. When I see something, I jump on here and tap in, man. And like I said, I appreciate everybody. And New Orleans on fire right now. And even your boy channel, who I just did the drop on, Tech 9, his channel booming. So this a crazy world out here right now, man. And like I said, I ain't in the streets no more, so I'm trying to get on here and do what they do, because at least they got a lot of dudes on these channels speaking on all type of shit that they ain't never experienced, and they channels being successful. So that's why I'm on here trying to adapt. This is the most rapping I done did in my life. So I done transitioned from out the streets. So, you know, I ain't even gonna make your ass, man, if you run up on me about something I'm saying on this channel. I ain't even gonna pull no Charleston White on you, man. I ain't gonna bust a grape, man. So y'all just let me do me, man, respectfully. And like I said, y'all help me build the channel up. Cause if nothing else, man, I really been in the streets. I'm really from the streets. And I feel like I can speak on certain shit. And I appreciate everybody tuning in to the channel. And y'all keep tapping in. Y'all keep telling a friend. And I'ma keep dropping. Just as long as y'all keep watching. It's the OG perspective. And I'm out.
The king is back.